Let's go. We are late. Camera action. Greetings, Johnny Thunder 720 420. Hello, March 21. Hello, Johnny Thunder. Hello, Cheeseman Barbecue. Hello, Disco EMD. Hello, Bumpers. Hello, Greenbo Banana Split. Hello, ET00. Hello, Vapers. Hello, DMSTC. Hello, ET00. I told you already. Hello, March 21. Hello, Cheeseman. Hello, Fake Baby. Hello, Neko Drifter. Hello, Ruba Daddy. Hello, Ozzy 909. Hello. 5 minutes, hello, Reculse RRTV, hello, no long, I didn't see you lately. Oh, sorry. Shit, I wanted to see his logs and I banned him. Sorry for that. Misclick, guys, technical difficulties. Alright. Let me finish my meal and we go into Sekiro. That's the plan. Oh, that's good one. 5 things you need to do before you do MMO. Let's go. Josh Srev Hayes. Boom. Boom.
So you're making an MMO. That's fantastic to hear. There are many players and critics who believe the MMO genre is in dire need of innovation and you just might be the person to save it. But before you quit your job and start writing the design document of your ideal MMO, there are 5 things you really need to have first, because without these, your chances of your dream MMO actually being made or being successful are extremely low. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm Josh Hayes. I've created tutorials, opinion pieces and reviews on MMORPG games on YouTube for a few years now, and I've been contacted by many people claiming to be making an MMORPG. They've contacted me through YouTube comments, Twitter, Twitch or Discord to let me know they are working on a game that they would like to play. And it's always great to hear about people making games, and I try to give as much of my time as I can to talk to people about these games. The problem is that whenever I start to ask specifics, like funding or timeline or past experience, it always tends to go the same way. It's always an individual or a small team who are full of passion and full of energy, but not always full of ability, not always full of experience in either marketing, game design, or business. Now, I don't want to discourage anyone from trying to make an MMO. Small teams have made fantastic video games throughout the years. Portal, Terraria, Minecraft, Tomb Raider, GoldenEye. Some of the best games we have were made by a small team. But an MMORPG is a massive undertaking with many points of failure throughout the entire process, and the failure rate is incredibly high. So, if you are thinking about making your own MMO, I've put together this list of 5 things that I believe you need to have before you start developing. Before we begin, consider dropping a like on the video or subscribing to the channel. Ringing the bell means you'll get all the future video notifications. As usual, a massive thank you to this very quickly growing list of patrons and Twitch subs who support the channel and keep it growing. More on how you can support at the end. For now, Let's begin. Now, these 5 things are not designing or world building tips, because that is easy. Most people can come up with those. I'm not going to talk about your magic system, or your crafting system, or your fantasy-sounding races or names, or your 1,000-year history of your main city that was built by a falling star. I don't care about your lore, or your character's history, or your game's future. I don't particularly care about the classes versus classless system you've got going on, or tab targeting versus action combat, or your magic system, or using skills in or out of combat, your reactive bosses, your living worlds, because all these ideas can be eventually discovered by a creative team of people. You can grab a load of creative people, sit down, you can hash out a load of ideas in a day. I do not care about your ideas, because at this stage, ideas don't matter. I'm not concerned about your world building, because you won't be able to build a world unless you have these 5 things. Ideas are cheap. The ideas guy is not a position you need to fill. Everyone in the creative industry is an ideas guy. These are 5 actual practical things you need to have before you start. Right, Number 1, money. Let's start with the obvious. Making anything is expensive. The bigger a project, the more it's going to cost. And there are very, very few games bigger than MMOs. Let's start with some examples. Adjusted for inflation, World of Warcraft cost around $55 million to make. The Elder Scrolls Online clocks in at around $200 million, and Final Fantasy XIV is rumoured to be around $120 million. But remember, that game had to go back to the drawing board and be remade into A Realm Reborn, which would have cost even more. They are absolutely insane amounts of money, but you're a small independent studio, or a single person. You're not aiming for that level of quality or polish. What does this mean for you? Well, first of all, the audience don't care that you're a small team. They will only care about the final product. While there are players who will value and understand your struggles as an independent developer, most of your player base will simply want the game to be good. They will want their gameplay experience to be enjoyable. So let's break down some costs. You'll need to pay staff wages, and we'll need to look at development time and skill levels later on. Then you'll need artists for concept art, voice actors, quest writers, bug testers, market research specialists, and marketing advisors. Oh, and remember, around 40 to 50% of your entire budget will be used on marketing alone. This may sound high, but in a saturated market where everyone is making an MMO, word of mouth cannot be relied upon. You'll need Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Twitter ads, actual poster ads, YouTube pre-roll ads, sponsorships with content creators, and trailers.
Basically, Wizard way, you steal the assets from other game, and then you use Russian labor in the basement to code for you. And you pay them with vodka. This is how you do it. And then you escape the lawsuits. That's my style.
Unless you are
100,000 to 1 million euro, and the MMO is S tier.
For developing your own engine from scratch, you will need to buy the commercial license to use whatever engine you choose, then whatever placeholder assets you're going to run while the game is being made. You will need to rent. They are at the game Twitter ads, or physical security for that sets you're going pre-roll ads.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. We got Asmund Gold gonna react to our MMO free ad. Next.
Sponsorships with content creators and trailers. Unless you are developing your own engine from scratch, you will need to buy the commercial license to use whatever engine you choose, then whatever placeholder assets you're going to run while the game is being made. You will need to rent or buy a physical server, and then the bandwidth you want to allocate for it, along with specific digital security or physical security for that thing. You'll also need customer support agents. If you're working from an office, you'll need to rent the floor space and pay for the lights and the heating. So, taking development, staffing, location, assets, testing, marketing, and security in
basement don't need heating
to account, a decent figure to aim for a small scale but still successful MMORPG would be around $1 million. $1 million may sound like a lot of money to you or to me, to an individual.
Yeah, $1 million and my game is deleting WoW.
Individual it is, but to a company, to a creation studio, $1 million is actually a relatively low-budget video game. But let's imagine you've got $1 million lying around and you are willing to spend it on the riskiest possible genre, the genre least likely to see a return on investment. What are you going to need next? Well, after you've got the money, you're going to need time. MMOs take a long time to make. For example, World of Warcraft was in development for 5 years, so was Guild Wars 2. The Elder Scrolls Online was in development for 7 years, and Star Citizen has so far been in development for 9 years, with no real end in sight. All of these games were made with dedicated
Star Citizen is in development for 11 years now.
teams working full-time on them, with overtime and crunch time toward the end of the production cycle. Making an MMO is not something you're going to be able to do in your free time. You're not going to be able to throw a few hours a week and make this. Making a game as a hobby is great. I've messed around with RPG Maker and wasted a few hours building terrible games. But an MMO is going to demand your focus. When we talk about time spent dedicated to doing something or to learning something, think about the actual time spent doing it, not the overall time from when you started to where you are now. Here's an example. I used to teach martial arts full-time as a job, and people would say to me, "Oh, I've been training for 3 years," or "I've been training for 4 years." But what they actually meant was they go to a 1-hour session once a week, and they miss a couple of sessions a year. So over 3 or 4 years, that might mean they've trained for 100 to 150 hours. Saying you've done something for 3 years sounds impressive. Saying you've done something for 100 hours suddenly puts it into perspective that actually, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that long. You could do something for 100 hours within 2 or 3 relatively dedicated months. If you're going to make an MMO, you need to actually put the hours in. If you're working alone, let's say 5 years. If you're in a team,
This guy's expert.
say 3. But that's assuming you make it your full-time job, working 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. If you're working on your own, that would mean you need to dedicate around 48 hours a week to this game over 3 years. That's just shy of 7,500 hours. And this is for a smaller scale game.
Yeah.
Working alone, if you have a grand ambitious game, that number goes up exponentially. Now you might be thinking, it's okay, I'll just take longer.
No, because he's like... Here's perspective of someone if you're making something from scratch. Wizard ways, oh, I see good game, copy paste, boom. Developers mad on wizard, wizard magical vanish. Easy.
I'll take, say, 10 years to make my game. But if you do that, by the time you reach the end of the development cycle, technology will have moved on so much that the very foundation of your game may be outdated. The longer you take to make something, the more likely it is that better technology will be developed and begin to exist, and you will need to go back and rewrite parts of your game to take advantage of this because the audience will come to expect it. The longer your development cycle, the more likely your game is to be outdated on the very day it releases. So let's assume you have $1 million spare dollars and 7,500 hours free. Next up, you're going to actually need some relevant skills and experience.
Okay.
The very first question I ask absolutely everyone who tells me they are making an MMO is, have you made a game before? Any game. I don't mind what it is. Puzzler, first-person shooter, third-person adventure, hell, novel. I'll take a graphic novel game, a board game, a card game. And the answer, most commonly heard, is no.
Yes,
which is
I made
not
it.
a good start. The MMO genre is so incredibly complex, it will take aspects of other genres and combine them. Let's say you want to have a first-person camera mode and a third-person camera mode, but you also want to have archery in your game and jumping puzzles and mounts with various speeds. You're now essentially making a first-person shooter, a third-person adventure game, a platformer, and a racing game. You've got multiple aspects of many MMOs complicated and deep enough to be entire genres themselves, and you're trying to make them all work together fluidly. Now, I don't know who needs to hear this, but having an idea isn't enough. Everyone has ideas. Ideas are only valuable when given to people with the ability to make them a reality. If all you are bringing to the table is an idea, you are going to get kicked out when more useful people begin to replace you. Almost everyone working in a creative industry, especially games design, has ideas. The reason those people get hired is not because their ideas are interesting, it's because they have the ability to make their ideas work. If you are on a games design course, nice one. I hope it's useful. I would hope any teacher or lecturer would tell you do not make an MMO as your first game. The scope is way too broad. The failure rate is way too high. Start small. Make something simple but quality. Polished. Make it small but enjoyable to play. Prove to everyone you can make
Size don't matter, technique matter.
something before you try and make everything. And if this sounds like too much work for a single person, that's because it is.
Yes,
Making
it
a
is.
game by yourself is challenging. Making an MMO is close to impossible. This means that not only do you need to be a skilled and talented designer, a business mind, or a marketing expert yourself, you will also need a team. And that is the fourth aspect.
Yeah.
If you are working with other people, which an MMORPG will require you to do, they also need to have training or experience in whatever it is they are doing. Just because you're all friends who all play MMOs doesn't mean you have the relevant skills to make one or to market it. Deciding to start making an MMORPG with your friends because you all like the MMORPG genre but you don't have any actual skills in game design is the same as trying to start a band with your friends because you all like music but none of you can actually play any instruments. It's very important to remember, I'm not saying you and your friends don't have the potential to make an MMO. You definitely do. I'm saying that you need to actually realise that potential by training, by creating something. Potential is only worthwhile if you tap into it and do something with it. You have the potential to become a world-famous bodybuilder, but you don't just waltz off to Mr. Olympia and walk onto the stage. You have the potential to build a spaceship, but you don't just walk into a NASA compound and start banging bits of metal together. You need to start off slower. You need to start off at the beginning. If you're going to become a bodybuilder, sort your diet out, get training, win some local competitions. You want to be a NASA engineer? Great. Get the education for it. Start off building smaller engines, work your way up. You want to make an MMO? Absolutely fantastic. Commendable goal. Start smaller. Show me what you can do. Start off gaining the experience and the practical skills you actually need to complete this project without jumping straight into the project with no experience. Your potential must be realised and
I can do
tempered
everything. Easy.
before you take on this
Easy.
massive project. Because of the complex nature of the MMO, you won't be able to do everything alone. Time won't permit it. You'll need an engine specialist, a level designer, a character modeler, concept artist, sound designer,
No, if I'm gonna steal something from other games, I don't need that.
voiceover actors, UI designers, marketing experts, public relations experts, customer support, back-end server experts, client connection architects. The amount of people you need to ensure your game is both high quality on launch and that the launch goes smoothly is vast. And remember, you're paying all these people, probably quite a lot for the skills they have and the time they will need to dedicate. Let's take a small team of 5 people paid at 30 grand a year each, which is low for the skills you're going to need. This will cost you 150k in wages alone per year. And remember the 3-year development cycle? That's 450k on wages before you even start to see a return on investment. Then throw in an extra 50k for outside one-time payments like motion capture artists or location scouts or influencer marketing and you're up to 500k. $500,000 in 3 years on staffing alone. Then you add in your marketing budget and you're creeping up to the 1 million cost for a 3-year development cycle. Then you add in the fact that you aren't even going to see any return on investment for the first 3 or 4 years, just like most restaurant businesses don't see any profit for the first 3 or 4 years and most of them fail. So now, let's say you've got a few spare $1 million, 3 years free. You are trained and experienced in either game development, business management or marketing, and
everything.
you've got a skilled and experienced team.
Yes,
what
I have
next? Well now, you need the hardest part, a player base. I know what you're thinking. How can you have a player base before your game even launches? Well, it used to be that in the past,
who is gonna play
you would
this
create
shit?
a video game, sell it, players would hear about it, players would buy it, people would flock to it, word of mouth would spread around, and it might be good, it might be bad. But you're spending $1 million minimum. You're spending 3 years making this. You can't afford to have it release and not be a hit. You need to have a player base pre-established, pre-built, that the moment the game releases, you have so many people trying to download it and play it that you flood the servers. That's a good problem to have. And a lot of people forget this. You need to have hype, or a player base dedicated to your game already there before the game even comes out. When World of Warcraft released in 2004, it had the entire player base and fans of the Warcraft real-time strategy game to come along with it.
True.
And Warcraft 3 was the fastest-selling PC game in the world at the time. It already had brand name recognition. It had a player base already built for it. Final Fantasy XIV launched and was able to leverage the sizable fanbase of the Final Fantasy franchise, which includes one of the highest rated and best-selling PlayStation 1 games of all time. The Elder Scrolls Online released on the coattails of Skyrim, Oblivion and Morrowind, even adding Morrowind in as a chapter. They had one of the best-selling PC games of all time, leading players toward them. Now let's look at the new MMOs being worked on. The League of Legends MMO will have the might of the League of Legends.
They develop League of Legends MMO. This video is, it's 2 years old. All right.
Player base thrown straight at it. You can't start with much more of an advantage than that. And Amazon's new world is going to have the money and might of Amazon behind it. And remember, Amazon own Twitch, so you
Yeah, and the game still failed. New World.
can guarantee New World is going to get pushed to the Twitch audience on purpose. Now again, I know what some of you might be thinking. What about Ashes of Creation? That's not a famous franchise. That's got a load of people excited for it, waiting for it, raring to go, playing the alpha, videos being made for it. How's that done it? Well, that's not done it through franchise recognition. That's done it through developer recognition. It's just the same. The player base is being built up by the people involved. Notice how the developers of Ashes of Creation and the Kickstarter page heavily pushed the past experience of everyone involved, including EverQuest 2, Star Wars Galaxies and PlanetSide. This is not only done to leverage the experience, but to excite the player base of those games. A developer from a game you love is now making another game. Franchise connections such as Final Fantasy, and famous or well-known developers such as anyone from Blizzard, anyone from EverQuest, anyone from Guild Wars. They all help build a fan base and a player base before the game even releases. If you are making an MMO and you don't have a franchise and you don't have any previous work and you don't have any connections to any famous MMOs or games already, then building a player base is going to be an extreme uphill battle. If your MMO isn't connected to something people already care about, then they simply won't care about it. So let's recap the 5 things that I think it's essential that you have, or at least have a great understanding of.
Yeah, I give myself 10 years for this operation, so 9 left. Yeah, you will see 10 years from now, 9 years from now. 9 years from now, Wizard MMO is there. And you all fucking are, your ass is exploded.
Before you begin creating your own MMORPG,
clip it and
at least
ship
$1 million. You'll need to pay for a variety of things.
Clip it
Staffing
and
costs,
ship it.
Buying the game engine, buying the assets, artists, voiceovers, actors, motion capture artists. If you're working in an office, you'll need to rent the space, lighting, heating. There's a lot of expenses, marketing being probably your biggest one. Time, at least 5 years if you're developing it by yourself, 3 years if you want a smaller scale game made by a team. Relevant skills and experience of your own. Have made a game, have worked with a team that's made a game, understand business, understand marketing, and if you can't do it, your team needs to be able to do it. All the people you work with need to have specific skills in specific parts to make sure they can handle the size of the project, all the responsibility you're going to throw at them. And then finally, the 5th one, a pre-established player base, a link to a popular franchise, a link to a popular game designer, a link to something in pop culture. Because if you don't have that, people will skip over your game. People will go and look at one of the many other MMORPGs being made at the time. Because if you don't have all that, you won't pull in the support you need to survive for your initial launch and then your continued gameplay. Look at all the MMOs that had so much and weren't able to do it. Shroud of the Avatar had Richard Garriott behind it. The guy from Ultima still wasn't able to pull it in. Defiance 2050 had the might of a TV show behind it. Darkscape, the full PvP RuneScape server, still wasn't able to pull back its development costs. Even Lord of the Rings, the Amazon MMO, got cancelled, and that had the Lord of the Rings franchise behind it. Life is Feudal, voiced over by Sean Bean, still didn't survive. Now, if you don't have those things, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. You can work on them. You can get them. Crowdfunding can help with the money. You can eventually get enough money to quit your job and find the time. You can go to college, university. You can take online courses to learn all the skills you need. You can make games. You can buy RPG Maker. There's loads of tutorials on YouTube to make stuff. You can meet other people who also want to make games on game development forums. You can build your own franchise. You can get a job with a company. You can hire out, you can license another popular franchise and make a game for them. If you don't have those things, it's not the end of the world. If you want to see a good example of this being done from scratch, look at Adam Bonn, the guy that started Adventure Quest. Take Adam Bonn, a game designer I respect immensely. He taught himself how to make Flash games. He made hundreds of them and most of them failed, but Adventure Quest succeeded. He managed to make money from Adventure Quest, then went on to make Dragon Fable, then Mech Quest, then he made Artix Entertainment, the actual company. He expanded the company, dedicated himself to it, hired skilled designers, made Adventure Quest Worlds, then Adventure Quest 3D. When Adventure Quest Worlds launched, he had the money, the time, the skills, the team, and the pre-established player base. He had everything he needed. He did not make an MMO as his first game. He honed his skills, and when he felt ready, then made one. So, 5 things I heavily suggest you have before making an MMO. Money, time, skills, and experience.
Okay, money, we are working on it, chat. The wheels are working. Time, I have the time. Skills, experience, yes. I made some NFT games to milk the people. Team, I have the team. And player base, you are my player base. No.
Team and a pre-established player base. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. And again, a big thank you to my supporters on Patreon and Twitch who keep the channel going. You can support the Patreon from only £1 a month. Check the video description for links to the Patreon, the Twitch, the Twitter, and our Discord. And as always, have a great day.
Alright, we listen to this guy. Guys, you may laugh. You may think what you think, but mission is simple. 9 years. My game is up. No question about it. Easy. Why 9? Because I said 10 and already like half year passed, so it's 9.5. Daniela, so let me explain what is happening. I need to play this shitty game because I promised that I'm gonna play this shitty game, you know? It's called Sekiro. I hate this game, but I need to complete it. So all the complainers gonna go to cock. Alright? Because I promised. I promise that I'm gonna complete this game. Okay? Then after I'm gonna get angry. Oh, thank you very much for sub. 5 months. Anyway, what I was talking about? Oh yeah. We play this shitty game. Then we do vote. And we play Tekken or we play Age of Empires. You guys vote. Age of Empires is amazing game. Guys, you should try it too. It feels good when you click it. That's how I describe the games I like. You press it and it feels good. No, I'm playing Ranked Tekken and Ranked Age of Empires. You guys can vote later. But for now, we need to finish this shitty ass game, so I'm gonna never ever gonna see it again on this channel. And I'm gonna make 2-hour video explaining why this game is dog shit. Thank you. Yes, I need to finish it. That's why we are fighting with this abomination of the game. Team games, okay. So you should return in 2-3 hours. This is how maximum I can stand playing this game. Around 2 to 3 hours. That's maximum. Composure now, let's finish this. No, this game is not good. It's a zero skill gimmick. How you dive? Oh no, the fish! Fish! Okay. Fish is alright. I hate this game with the passion. But the promise is promise. Let's go. No, it's this is not good game. I don't want to even fight with those. Everyone is running, okay. We reactivated. Nice. Everyone is fighting. Top of the roof. See ya. Do you see this cheesy ass game? Ooh.
お主のことは よく覚えているぞ。死んだと聞いていたが、一体何を企んでいる？フクロウよ。
企むなど、滅す。
Why he's not dead?
さあ、我と共に参りましょうぞ。この袋は巫女様の尊いその恩知お守りしたいだけにございます。
お主も流因に見入られたか。話すことはない。去るがよい。
So our
はいすみませぬが、懐かしきこの眺めをもうしばし堪能したく、満足しましたら帰ります。
This is our father. Hello.
父上、生きておいでだったとは。
計りごとよ。お前こそあの世死んだと思うておったがな。
巫女様のお力にて死人より帰りました。
それよ。
は
わしはあの巫女の力を流因を支柱にしようと思う。
ですが、
分かっておる。第一の掟により父が命じる。主を捨てよ。今よりあの巫女はお前の主ではない。
巫女様を捨てる。
そうじゃ、狼よ。父の言葉に従い巫女を捨てよ。
Oh shit! Now it's hard one. One side, so he had it's hard to choose. It's hard to choose. Okay, I will do, because on the one side the guy's our father, he raised us, you know, he learned us everything, okay? So this is the iron code, and on the other hand is the other guy. Okay, we gonna spin a unit. What's the other option? Obey the code. Stay loyal to Kuro. Okay. Good. How you can't finish the game if you forsake? All right. We're gonna will decide 50 per 50-50. I don't know. I'm not sure. Because on the one side, he's our father. Other side, this guy, this cock help us a lot. Let's go.
御意。
父の言葉に従い巫女を捨てる。
Okay, one more time. We need to respin. Yeah, because there is second question, so... I'm scamming? We have second question now. Okay, so we need to do second spin. What's the answers? Obey the Aaron code for Sakekuro. Obey the Aaron code for Sakuro. Change your mind, stay loyal. Change your mind, stay loyal. Everything is okay? Everything is okay? What scam? What the fuck you guys talking to me? What scam? I am not sure which one to choose, so I make it so the wheel gonna choose. What's the problem with it? What's the problem with it? No, but there is like second option. I spinned, yes, but there is no second question. Yeah.
はい。掟は絶対、主よ。巫女を捨てまする。
それでこそわしのせがれよ。これで我が波動もこれは物騒なお客人じゃ。だが道元殿のご息女と争うては今は亡きあのお方に申し訳が立たん。ほう、なかなかどうして。狼よ、そなたに任す。見事打ち破ってみせよ。
脅威。
私はかつて修羅を見ました。あなたの中に同じものがいる。それを切らねばなりません。
Uff. Composure. Oh my god, the rune back. Can you teleport? How only... Are you guys retarded? Are you guys mentally handicapped? I didn't play the game and I choose one of the outcome. We'll have chosen the outcome. I didn't know. I didn't watch any guides. I didn't watch any spoilers of the game. I don't know shit. So why my choose is wrong? Can you explain me why my pick is wrong? Why my pick is wrong? I don't get it. Can someone enlighten me? Why the pick I made is wrong? They can eat dick. I don't care. That's the pick I did. Yeah. I don't know what's the endings of the game. I am just following my instincts. That's it. I didn't play, I didn't watch any guides. I didn't watch any spoilers. I have no clue. Who is this? Fuck you. I want to go top. So I can be closer to the boss. Travel. I want to get to this one. I don't know about the bosses. I didn't read any guides. I'm just playing the game, and chat is by some reason upset. Stop pretending. The wheel have chosen. You want to respin the wheel? Time for, you know, time for some investment in Wizard Entertainment. You know the rules. Are it fucking free to play? Free to play is not working. Okay, I need to... Oh, this is the one. Oh, fuck me. Can I fucking get a fucking cock? Can I get a closer... Can I get a closer... I need to beat the boss. I need a closer spawning point. I'm not gonna... Every time that the chick gonna kill me, I'm not gonna respawn in 3,000 hours away from it. Fuck this game, idiot. This game is so trash and so cancerous that it gives me hemorrhoids. Oh, I got that shit. Nice. I want to go up. How you go up? Fucking gimmicky ass game. I have discovered the spawning points, and now I need to discover them again. What is this? Nice. Composure. What over? I have like two bosses to kill. Look on this cocker here. What is this shit? Two? Yeah, I need to kill this. I need to kill this fuck and one on the top. The damage of this fucking cock-ass bosses! Alfie, thank you very much for cheering, appreciate. Bonk, byonk, byonk. And what Black Desert? I have explaining you that Black Desert stinks. I bring the expert, we make interview, what else you want? The damage. Yeah, Sekiro stinks too. Yeah, but Alpi, you were here on interview. Why you need to watch it again? What the fuck is this bullshit? Maybe I can skip them. I make interview with the Black Desert player because everyone says, Wizard, Black Desert, play the game. I say, okay. Did they fix the problems that triggers me? And I called the guy and the guy said no. Oh, you can ignore them. Oh no, it's blocked. Yeah, he likes the game. What the fuck is this game? Composure. Composure. Hi, it's not gonna be easy. Oh! The Mortal Blade is stronger. Good. One down. Poison, okay. Camera, fuck camera in this game. Where are you? Ay. This is gonna be fucking hard. Fuck! What's the problem, guys? I don't get it. Oh, I have idea now. $300 IQ. Ay. Fucking animation! Fucking lock! Ay, composure. Ay. Composure. Fuck me! Hey. Come on, work! I died too? Fuck! My genius plan! Get his ass! Oh fuck, you attack me, noob! Why I'm dying too? Fucked up! Ah, why he didn't turn? What I need to press? Why is not turning? Can someone tell me? Do it twice? What twice? Got it. Fuck! Fuck! Ass! Huh? Fuck me! Ah! Dico... This shit is crazy. Fuck me the damage! Everything is here! Input delay. Input delay. Amazing game. Amazing game. Best game ever. Now we have easy teleport to the top boss.
分かった。主よ。
Let's go. The damage. Good, what's next?
Sekiro よ。お主、愛想はまるでないが、不思議と憎めぬやつじゃった。さあ、修羅に落ちる前に切ってやろう。
I need to fight the old man. Oh no. It's gonna be strong.
修羅を切ることになろうとは。
Oops. Oh, disaster. Alright, alright. Oh, emotional damage. Emotional damage needs to do 2 bosses at once. Oh. Oh no. Break time, pendejo. I need to lay down. I need to lay down. Oh. This one gonna be tough. This one gonna be tough.
主よみ
参るよっよっ
I don't know. I have put my name into beta. I don't know if it's gonna be released.
参る
Ay, ay.
参る
The damage is fucking absurd. I am one shot. I am one shot. Inconsistent hitbox. Ay. No, I clearly hit her. I didn't get damage.
参る。
Aj, 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 aj.
参る。
Disaster. Aj, 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 aj. Composure. Composure.
参る。
Let's go.
主よ。
参る。
Fuck!
参る。
You cannot parry after you use this skill, that's the problem. Ay, ay, ay. That the problem is 2 bosses in a row. I can cheese her with the skill, but I don't gonna have fuel for the next fight. That's the problem. Input delay. No. Let's go.
参る。
The problem is that there is 2 bosses in a row. That's the problem. She will be easy if you have like 1 boss only, but no, it's 2 in a row. Because I cannot use any healings. All healings and all spirit emblems need to be kept for the guy.
主。
参る。
はい。
主。
参る。
Are you guys emotional? Are you guys mentally handicapped? There was two choices. I was not sure which to choose. So I spin the wheel and the choice 2 was taken. And the guy asked me, hey, are you sure you want to do choice 2? So again, I spin again and the wheel says choice 2.
主よ。
Yes, are you sure? And it was yes and no.
それでこそ
参る。
はいはいはいはい。Did I ever listen to the chat, dude? Yes, but you guys trolling me all the time. You want me to put to the suffering. You want always to guide me into Gigacock ending or Gigacock, operation, so I will suffer more and there's gonna be more molding. That's your goal of the chat. So I see, okay, the guy said that you cannot finish the game if you actually do the second choice. Okay? The guy said on the chat, you cannot end the game. Yeah, that's what I was saying on the chat. That was what the chat was saying. That you cannot beat the game if you give the choice to. So, okay, let's RNG it. Let's make an RNG. Let's make an RNG. I put wheel, we spin. It was betray. Game asked me, hey, do you really want to betray? I spin again. Yes. Boom. This is the ending. I didn't press it. RNG decided. No, it was not obey first time. No. It was obey the code twice. No. Obey the code. Yes, so betray Kuro, yes. What loser? Alright, we can watch the VOD. Obey the code twice. Why you are lying to me? It was obey the code. Yes, it was obey twice. And obey the code, betray Kuro. Yes. No, because obey the code, betray the Kuro. Game asked me again what to choose. And it was again different name. So Dames. You can watch. So what stop gaslighting you? It was betray 2 times in a row. I am crazy or what? You were exactly no. I didn't know what I'm doing. It was betray 2 times in a row. Johnny Mates. I don't know. I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch how the games end. I don't know how the game ends. I don't know which ending is what. Yes? So I spin it. The game opinion is invalid. We told you. So what if you told me, guys, do you read what you told me? Can we read the chat? Where is it? Can you rewind the chat? Wait. We told you. Visit messages. What I'm laying about. What I'm laying about. I was not sure about the choice. And the feedback from the chat I get, if I gonna do the second choice, I cannot finish the game. That was your feedback, you fucking liars. That the game is broken. So I was not sure what to pick, and I put up the wheel wheel spin 2 times, and 2 times it say betray. In a row. Because you guys didn't want, so you are fans of this game and you want to put me into greater molding, more bosses, more molding, more Sekiro, more drama. That's what you want. Show it on stream. Show the vote. Okay, so we're gonna stop for now. Poof, so I can save the vote. I'm saving the vote. Be right back.